Hello everybody, welcome back. Today we're talking about division using a different strategy besides our equal groups called repeated subtraction. So just as a reminder, division is when you divide something into equal groups or fair share. Fair share is the way I like to remember it because it reminds me that everybody has to get the exact same amount. And it's like we're sharing a big number, splitting it up between people, and each person should get the exact same amount. So let's start out with 15 divided by 3 equals blank. We don't know. Before we get into repeated subtraction, let's just do a quick recap of how to do equal groups. So for this, I would draw 3 equal groups, and I would go back and forth between the groups until I get to 15. So I'm going to put 1 in this group, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And each person here got 5. So that is how we would do equal groups. Another way to check yourself would be to say, since division is the complete opposite of multiplication, if I multiplied these two numbers together, I should get this answer. So 5 times 3 should equal 15. So 5, 10, 15, that equals 15. That's correct because of fact families. So I know that this is the right answer. Now, let's get into solving that same problem, 15 divided by 3 equals 5, with repeated subtraction. And you're probably thinking, Miss Weaver, we use repeated addition, not repeated subtraction. Well, we used repeated addition with multiplication, but for division, we are using repeated subtraction. That's because this little subtraction sign is right there. It's in the division sign. Both of them mean that we're getting smaller. So let me show you how we're going to solve 15 divided by 3 and how I got the answer of 5 using repeated subtraction. So first of all, you're going to take your big number, which is 15, and we're going to do just what this says. We're going to subtract. So I'm going to put a subtraction sign there. And what you're subtracting is the second number. So we're going to go ahead and subtract 15 minus 3. 5 minus 3 is 2. Bring down the 1. 12. And so you're probably thinking, Miss Weaver, is that the answer? The answer is no. What we're going to do is we're going to keep subtracting the new answers from 3, and then we're going to keep going until we get to 0. So now I'm going to take 12, do a new problem, 12 minus 3, which would equal 9. And then I'm going to do 9 minus 3, which equals 6. And then I'm going to do 6 minus 3, which equals 3, and we're almost to 0. Now I'm going to do 3 minus 3, which is going to give me 0. So basically, you subtract 3 from whatever answer you get until you get all the way down to 0. You keep subtracting until you get to 0. And the way that this is repeated subtraction is because I'm repeatedly subtracting 3 from that new answer. Now you're probably wondering, well, how do you get 5 out of this? The answer is however many times did you have to subtract to get your answer. So here I subtracted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had to subtract 5 times to get to 0, and that is my answer, okay? So it's a very different way of finding your answer. It's not really like repeated addition, it's repeated subtraction, but it is a very quick and easy way to solve a division problem. So let's try another one and see if we can solve this problem just by doing subtraction, okay? So we're going to start out with 21 divided by 7. So when you subtract, just like for division, the big number has to come first. I'm going to put 21 on top minus 7, and these are the only two numbers I have to work with. So it's really not that hard to figure out. I can't do 1 minus 7, more on the floor, go next door. I'm going to borrow 1 from the 2, which makes it a 1, and makes this into an 11. 11 minus 7 is 4. Bring the 1 down. So 21 minus 7 is 14. That did not get me to 0. So now I'm going to take 14 and subtract 7 again. You always subtract the same number again and again until you get to 0. 14 minus 7 is going to be 7. And then I'm going to take 7 and do 7 minus 7, which finally equals 0. My answer then is how many times did I have to subtract? I had to subtract 1, 2, 3 times. So my answer is 3. And you're probably sitting there thinking, are you sure about that? Well, let's try a different strategy and find out. Let's do our equal groups. If I draw 7 equal groups, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and split 21 up between the 7 groups, let's see how many each person would get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Each person got 3. So that is the correct answer, okay? So when you are doing repeated subtraction, it can be a little bit tricky when you first start out, but it gets a little bit easier as you go. So let's try one more together. Let's do 36 divided by 4. This one's a big one because I want to show you how it could look with a big division problem. So here we're taking 36 divided by 4. We could either draw 4 groups and split up 36 between them. A lot of people prefer that method to the repeated subtraction. I like the repeated subtraction because if you're good at subtraction, that's a quick way to find the answer. So let's start out by doing 36 minus 4. 6 minus 4 is 2. Bring your 3 down. We're definitely not anywhere close to 0, so we're going to keep subtracting until we get there. So now we're going to do 32 minus 4, which I got that answer from right here. 32 minus 4. Change that to a 2, change this to a 12. 12 minus 4 is 8. Bring the 2 down. Now I'm going to do 28 minus 4. 8 minus 4 is 4. Bring the 2 down. 24 minus 4. 4 minus 4 is 0. Bring the 2 down. We're not done yet. Don't get excited. 20 minus 4. Can't do 0 minus 4. We're going to borrow 1 from the 2, make it a 1, make this a 10. 10 minus 4 is 6. Bring down the 1. 16 minus 4. Ran out of room, so we're going to go down to the next row. 6 minus 4 is 2. Bring down the 1. We're getting closer. 12 minus 4. Can't do 2 minus 4. Borrow. Still 12 minus 4, which gives me 8. 8 minus 4. We're almost there. Equals 4. Now we can do 4 minus 4, which equals 0. Woo! We're finally done with the subtracting. How many times did I have to subtract to get there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So my answer would be 9. And if you don't believe me, let me show you with equal groups. 4 groups. And we're going to divide 36 up between the 4 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. And your last dot should always end on the last group. Now I'm going to see how many each person got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that is correct. My answer is 9. So you can kind of see the difference between the two methods. Repeated subtraction, if you're really good at subtraction, could be a better choice for you. Or equal groups is a really easy way to find the answer quickly. I hope this video helped, and good luck, guys.